Hi, my name is Ingrid LaFleur, and I am a write-in candidate for the mayor of Detroit. I am a born and raised Detroiter. I grew up on the northwest side of Detroit, across from Palmer Park, in the 1970s, or 1977 was when I was born. And I grew up when neighborhoods were really strong in Detroit. It was a great childhood. Livernois Avenue of Fashion was very vibrant, and the city seemed alive. I came back home about 7 years ago after going to Spelman College and New York University to find our city, well, dismantled in so many different ways, and it's broke my heart. I became acutely aware of our issues when I became a substitute teacher for over 3 years in charter schools. And that's when I found out that children were living without water, and that they are going hungry at night, and that we have a 60% poverty rate amongst youth. And that makes me think, what are they thinking about for their future? I went to DPS schools. I went to Bates Academy and Renaissance High School, and I had an amazing education, and I felt very empowered when I graduated. But I don't see this for our youth right now, and I know millennials are quite frustrated at the state of our country and our city. We are facing a lot of blight in our neighborhoods. Thousands of people are living years without water. We are dealing with illegal tax foreclosures because property taxes haven't been properly assessed for years. In fact, Wayne County at the moment has made $421 million off of these tax foreclosures. So what do we do? What is the plan? How do we tackle this? For me, my platform is centered around Detroiters. Detroiters come first in every proposal, policy, initiative. That means centering the humanity, and this is key. And how do we do this with our policies? Centering our humanity, making sure children have water, while also growing economically prosperous. I've been looking at economic plans throughout the nation that have seemed to work. In Denver, they instituted an economic plan that has given them revenue to attend to their schools and to create shelter for their houseless, and all kinds of social programs that have made Denver a stronger city. And the industry that they have decided to invest in that has given this the revenue is the cannabis industry. And this is where my economic plan has been centered on. The cannabis industry is coming. It is already here. We are legal for medical marijuana. But there is a group that wants to legalize cannabis fully for the state of Michigan, and it probably will end up on the ballot in 2018. This means that Detroit needs to prepare now. If it becomes legal in 2021, that's when the law will come into effect. Investors are already waiting. And like Denver, we would have the tax revenue to attend to our schools, to get rid of our blight, and to make creative use of all this beautiful lake and land that we have. However, if we're not strategic, then Detroiters will be pushed out again. Gentrification is a huge issue in Denver because of the cannabis industry. We cannot afford that anymore. Our neighborhoods are already, and our communities are dealing with a dismantling, a pushing out that is so intentional and aggressive that is causing us trauma. I am focusing on the cannabis industry because even right now there is a racial disparity that we are facing. Out of the 154 operating dispensaries, only 1% are Black owned, and even a smaller percentage are Detroit residents. That means that any money that they've made does not circulate within our city. We must change this, and we must change it now. I have been working to push an ordinance that ensures Detroiters are centered in this policy for medical marijuana dispensaries. It looks like 50% of permits must go to Detroiters. There's a community benefits program that is embedded where the tax revenue goes to beautifying our city, goes to our schools, our recreational centers. There are incentives for veterans. And most importantly, the ordinance states that anyone who has a prior conviction in marijuana possession cannot be barred from ownership. As you may already know, Black Americans are 3.5 times more likely to be criminalized for marijuana, according to the ACLU. So when we have a city that's 85% Black, this means something. This is just one example of many of how I believe in empowering Detroit citizens. Yes, I want Detroit to grow as a city. I want us to revitalize, but this cannot happen when we have a 40% poverty rate, when our illiteracy rate is high, and we're not investing in our neighborhoods like we are in downtown and midtown. We must balance everything. Everyone must be able to participate in this revitalization. And it's going to happen. Our future is bright. But it takes leadership with vision, which I have. My name is Ingrid LaFleur. I am a write-in candidate for Mayor of Detroit. My website is lafleurformayor.com. Please learn more about us. We have a campaign office on Livernois and 6 Mile, and we have co-creation sessions where we discuss all of the issues that I just talked about. Even education about the cannabis industry is our focus. You can find out the schedule online, lafleurformayor.com.